Hello guys and welcome to TwistNetwork. Here today it's me Dan and this is going to be one of the Twist Arts productions, and this is a Cinema 4D tutorial on how to create 3D text and to create some reflective shiny materials which look pretty nice and you can use on basically anything. So let's just get started really. So just open up the Cinema 4D and then go to your render settings. Under your save tab, you want to change this to a PNG and then select alpha channel and straight alpha. That ensures you have a black no background. Now you're just going to want to set this to a HD setting. So I'm just going to do width of 1280 and a height of 720 or 720. That's 720p. It's high definition. So now you just want to go to here, mode graph, and then go to mode text, and then under object you want to change the text to whatever you want. So I'm going to twist arts. You're probably going to want to center align this text and make sure it's in between the grey zone, not in the greyed out zones. I'm just going to change this to twist. If I can spell twist. Now I'm going to change the depth to 150. And then I'm going to change the font to Bank Gothic MBBT. Just search that up under font and you'll find it pretty fast. I might put the link in the description if I have time. So now you're just going to want to center align this with in the center. So look at the top view. I'm going to center align this. Once you've got it pretty much center, I'm going to go to the lights here and click camera and then uncheck this black box. That means if you just bring the view up here somewhere, so you're looking at this perspective, this is not how we want to render it. Before we render, we'll click this and it should snap back to the main view. So you want to have this white, so we've got free, a roam, so we can do whatever we basically want. A moment, so we can look at different perspectives to make sure it looks okay. Anyway, going back to your text now, you want to go to caps, fillet cap on your start cap, and change the steps to 3 and the radius to 4. You just want to repeat that on the end cap, so fillet cap, steps 3, radius 4, radius 4, not radius 200, radius 4, fail. Now, once you've done that, you should get like an indented chiseled edge on the inside of your text, and this will actually show reflections really well. That's why we kind of put it in. Now we're going to want to snap back to our camera most likely. And this. Just sort of line as well. For this one now, we're going to want to hit the text layer and press C, and this will just split the text up into separate pieces. Now we're going to just with this we're going to rotate or twist each individual piece of lettering. So we just select each layer, come up to the 2 arrows, the recycle arrows, and then you get this little circular ball with different dimensions, and you just drag the lines and it should rotate the text for you, and then come back to the arrow to change the axes of the text like I'm doing now. So I'm just going to out a little bit more. Like so. Best thing to do is make sure it's spaced together, because most likely when you're changing the angles you're going to get text which overlaps, and when you render that will look so horrible. So you need to make sure you keep changing the horizontal axis of the text, which drag it closer or drag it further away. So now the A, I'm just going to bring this fully out so it stands out more. Might go that way actually. Yeah, go that way. And drag that over a bit and drag it forward. Go to the R and drag it around. No, drag it around. So guys, it's totally up to you what you do with this. Of course you can drag the text up so you've got like a speckled effect. Almost done. And finally on the Z, I'm just gonna sort of keep it central. Okay, so once you've done your text, you want to make sure it's still inside the grey zone. So mine actually isn't, so I need to just reposition my text. So we're going to snap back to our camera view, which should already be snapped to, and you're just going to close this down so you go back to the main text layer so you can drag it as one piece. And you're just going to either scale out by dragging on this, so clicking on these two arrows here and then dragging to the left to zoom out, or dragging your mouse to the left to zoom out. And then you can just reposition the text like so. Again, I'm just going to center my camera view. Okay, so now we've basically got our main text done. We're going to create some material. So file, new material, or just double click down here. So now on our material we're going to select the colour we want. We don't want to make the colours too bright because we're going to be adding lights and it'll kind of wreck the colour and make it really bright. So once you've got the colour, you just want to check reflection and don't change the reflection colour else you'll get a really ugly effect. So you just want to keep that white. Change the brightness to around about 70. Texture is going to be Fresnel, and then we're going to change the mix strength to around about 70. Then we're going to go to specular and change the width to around about 5 to 15, and then the height to around about 80 to 60 to 80. 80 works for me. Now we're just going to Control C and then Control V this, and then just change this colour here to a almost white bordering on grey colour. Now drag the grey onto the text first, select the blue, and then drag the blue onto the text second. Now on the blue here, on the selection, you want to type C in caps and then 1. And then this will send the blue colour to the front, like so. Or alternatively, you could delete that from the selection, drag this inside, and then on the grey here, C1. And it sends the blue to the back. I prefer it like this, but it's personal preference. Again here I can just see that my eye is too far over, so I'm just going to open up this again and go to my eye and just drag that over, and I'm probably going to change that slightly as well. Preview render again, and that's looking much better. Again, I'm probably going to change this so my W isn't as overpowering, like that. Okay, so now we're almost done with the text. We're just going to we're done with the text. We're just going to apply some lighting effects now. So if you go to this like white circle with 4 arrows, hold left click and then click light. We just want to drag this to sort of centralize, drag it back quite far, centralize it, and then drag it up a little. And then we're going to go to general and then change the type from omni to spotlight. Now on these orange points here, we're just going to drag to the right hand side and you create a really nice spotlight. Again, you want to drag this back even further. So this one you're going to unsnap from your camera view. Just do this. Now I'm going to change the rotation of this. So point this over here. And we're going to drag this out even further. Then I'm going to copy this layer and drag a spotlight out over here. And then I'm going to drag that one there. Like so. Now snap back to your camera angle and preview render. And you can see now you've got reflections of the T going into the A and the T going into the S. And the spotlights give it some really nice effects. Now, one last thing before we save this is we're going to go to render settings again, click on effect, and then hit ambient occlusion, click on effect again, and we're going to hit global illumination. Now under anti-aliasing, we're going to change the geometry tab from anti-aliasing to best, change it from minimum level 2x2 to maximum level 4x4. And then we're ready to save, so we're just going to hit the middle button and render this out. So guys, while this is rendering, this is going to render out now, and then you just want to hit file, save as to your desktop, and then once you've got that done, come and watch the second part of the tutorial. Peace out guys.